I'd like to share with you some ideas about perspective. Basically, part of human nature is struggle. It's pain. It's suffering. And every day there are people dying, there are people grieving, there are people sick, there are people finding out that they have serious diagnoses. And it's really sometimes can feel almost like too much. So what do we do with all the suffering on this planet? Well, one thing is to gain perspective, and by that I mean putting the pain in a larger container. So I want to share with you a story. It's a Hindu story, that a Hindu master asked his apprentice to put a cup of salt into a cup of water and drink it. Well, of course the apprentice was sputtering because the salt was so intense in the water he couldn't even drink it. It made him ill. Then the master asked his apprentice to take a cup of salt and put it in a lake. And when he did so, and he asked the apprentice to drink from it, he couldn't even taste the salt. The salt had been diluted in this larger container. So I ask you, what does that mean if you put your pain in a larger container? Can you see it differently? Can you taste it, as it were, differently? One of the ways I think we can do that is when you put your pain in a larger container, you're able to see more than the pain because the pain is diluted. And when you do that, you're able to see that life is also full of joy, full of love, full of beauty, full of miracles and wonders. Life is both. Life is the suffering and life is the miracle. So I invite you to take your pain and put it in a larger container so that you can see the bigger picture, so that you can see that there still is beauty in spite of pain, that there still is joy even with suffering in this world. And when you can hold both together, you can survive. Wishing you peace. Namaste.